Let me paraphrase. Luke 15 from verse 17. The story of the prodigal son. I know you remember that story from Sunday school. But for some reason, a couple of days back, I've been thinking about that. When you read verse 17, it says that the prodigal son came back to his senses. But it not end there. He said he came back to his senses by he asked himself a question, right? How many of my father's servants have more than enough to eat? He had to ask himself questions. He became self-aware. He was literally eating from the pans of pigs. It's like the scales fell off his eyes. It's like he regained his sanity. He was like, what is this? I have a father. He owns everything. How come I am living worse than an animal? How come I do not even have enough? How come I have to beg for bread? Meanwhile, there are servants in my father's house. They don't even need to beg, but they have more than enough. You see, when I was thinking about it, and the Lord just brought it into my spirit that most of the times the things that we don't like in our lives, our eyes have not been opened to see where we are standing. You understand? We are not aware. Because when you become aware, that is the only way you can ask yourself questions. You understand? You ask yourself questions about your current, life, your current surroundings, where you're standing. Remember, if you think about Moses, when God called him, he had to remember, do you know where you're standing? And then he had to bring him into awareness. You're standing on holy ground. Because sometimes we are standing on grounds we don't even understand. In the prodigal son's own ears, he had to ask himself questions, when he became aware. But, looked at himself. When is the last time you looked at yourself and be like, man, by now I thought my life would be further. By now I thought I'll be doing this for God. By now I thought I would be in perfect harmony, I'm joyous, I'm happy, I'm blessing people. Destinies connected to me are getting blessed. Because it's when you become aware that you can start asking questions. But it does not end there. You don't ask questions and end there. Because with the prodigal son, if every time you ask yourself questions and then you don't make a decision and take action items, means that you're not really aware. Because whenever there is awareness, real awareness, where you're able to retrospect on the current issues surrounding your life, your family, and all of that, what will happen is that you will make action items. You will take action steps. Action, meaning that you will take action to get yourself out of that environment. So the prodigal son did what? He said, I'll go back. He got up and did that. It's not just saying it, I want to be financially free. It's not just saying, I want to have a good marriage. It's not just saying, I want to do more for God. It's about starting with the small steps. Start walking. God, with God, obedience, when God speaks, you go. Most of the times you will not see the entire picture. But if you can take that step, if you have that prompt in your spirit, when he starts stirring the water, sometimes you have to pray, God, open my eyes to become aware, to hear you. Because to become aware sometimes also is you have to be spiritually conscious to become aware. Because sometimes it's like which people, have blown you powder. You cannot even hear, you cannot see, no matter. You have to pray for eyes that see, ears that hear. So that sometimes eyes that see is not that only that you see, which is that you can even see yourself. Look at you. We behold Christ as in a mirror. You're looking in the mirror, you're like, this is not like Christ. This is not the life. The blessings of the Lord make it rich and they add no sorrow. How come I am standing in this filth? How come I am struggling in every area? Lord, you become aware. And then you start asking questions, and then you make action items. You understand? As you're led by the Spirit, and as you're moving, you take the first step. God will open the door as you're walking. You know, miracles happen in action, in obedience, in movement. The obstacle is the way you keep walking. You don't know if your father is standing and waiting like the prodigal son. He did not know, but he knew that it would be better to go back to his father's house than stay where he's standing, because it was filthy, it was nasty. A servant in his father's house was better than what he was experiencing. What am I trying to say? The grace of the Lord is sufficient. But grace without works, or faith without works, is dead. You must become aware. You must ask yourself questions. You must take steps to align with the mandate of heaven or the assignment over your life. Incremental steps to get you to where you need to be. And before you know it, you're living in the promised land. God has brought you to your wealthy place. It does not look like that when you start walking, because you don't know anything. You don't know what's happening in your father's house. You don't know. And your father's house is not, it's not a house. Think about your father's house is all that God has mandated for you. You are his workmanship, created for purpose, for good works. There is no way God created you, sent you on this earth, shipped you for bad works, shipped you for problems, shipped you for, just for you to suffer. There is a wealthy place for you. But are you aware? Will you start taking steps to get to that place? I don't know if this made sense, but this has been my spirit. So I just want to put it out there. Whatever I can learn from it, I hope you are blessed. Become aware. Become aware. Ask questions. Yourself. The question is not to anybody, it's to yourself. Sit with yourself. Ask yourself questions. This is not working. What should I do better? And all of that. Trust the Lord. Get up. Take incremental steps. And start moving. You don't know this yet, but I know He is waiting. He is going to be ecstatic. As you come, He's going to run to you and clothe you and create a feast for you, if only you can trust Him.